No good. I'm digging into the LS, or the LM7 if you want to be pedantic. Got the exhaust manifold off on this side. Managed to just snake it around the dipstick. Let's take a look at the spark plugs. This is going to be passenger side. I already loosened these up. For a second. But they all look about the same. A little crusty. Very crusty. Okay. This side is not playing nicely. You can tell because somebody already tried to get these bolts off and failed. Well, these aren't coming off. So I'm just gonna keep soaking them, let them marinate for a little bit. Managed to get the plugs out, and I guess the good news is they all look like the exact same compared to the other side, even though they all kind of look like crap. Doesn't look like the engine was running very well, but at least it was consistent, right? And then one thing I did notice was in here, it's looking like that valve stem's a little wet. So I'm thinking that valve stem needs to be replaced. So I'm thinking the head's got to come off anyway. Might as well do valve stem seals. This guy is looking pretty good. This guy is looking pretty good. And this guy's open right now. I actually got one of these bolt extractors to work. So this guy came out, I mean, it wasn't easy, but he's out. Would you look at that? It actually worked. How the thread's looking in there. I think they're all right. Excellent. All right, let's see what the top end looks like here. Yeah, not bad, I guess. There's no like major sludge, just some buildup on the springs. So good, I guess. Intake's off. Let's clean this up a little bit more, huh? Driver's side head disassembled. Gonna have to pull the valve stem seals out still. These guys are broken and we gotta clean this guy up. The pain in the butt thing is going to be extracting this. That's not gonna be fun. But it is, I think, going to be easier now that the head is off the engine and it's not, you know, bouncing on this flimsy little Harbor Freight stand that I borrowed from a coworker from a company I no longer work for. Yeah. I got it out. It's really ugly and it's going to require cleanup, but I managed to extract that broken bolt. Built up a weld on the inside, enough to get it proud of this surface. Put a washer over it, built up the inside, and just kind of rocked it back and forth until it cut the threads back out. So this is how many attempts I tried before. You know, 1, 2, 3, you know, a couple. That took entirely too long. I only lost 2 or 3 threads, so I think that'll be fine. Put a little countersink in there, flush up the surface a little bit. I think we'll be good to go. Dude, this little Harbor Freight welder keeps surprising me. Look at the top of these push rods here. Every so often you got one that's not polished and it's got wear marks in it. So that's probably the same thing. Let's see which one. Yeah, like this third one here. Yeah. See, it's pretty deep and worn as compared to this one, which is one of the polished ones. Still has a nice cup in there. Wondering if I should just do all new push rods and rockers, but that almost seems like this idiot just, you know, ran it low on oil or didn't have enough or didn't change it or something. I don't know. Just gunky, man. And looking at the state, now that we have like 5 on this side and 1 on this side, that's 6 push rods that I gotta buy. They come in sets of 4, so I might as well just go OEM replacement on the whole 9 yards, because I'm not trusting the rest of these rockers here. So that's a bummer. That's more money I didn't want to spend, but this is why I'm inspecting. I need to order parts, but I don't want to put in the order yet until I have a complete list. And once we get the pan off, I'll have a complete list. So let's do that. I got on inspecting these bearings. Number 1 got hot. Number 2 looks all right. You can see that already. Look at number 4. Yep, number 4 spun. Number 5 spun. The rest look okay. So I had to take the pistons out, and then you can see the heat streaks in number 1, 2, 3 are right, 4 and 5. I don't know, man. I really didn't want to go this far. I was really hoping that these bearings were going to be all right. But as annoying as this is, I'm happy I got this far, because if I threw that in the El Camino, it wouldn't have lasted too long. All right, now we got to check these main caps. If these are like this, the oil passage is right there, which means it probably didn't get oil, because this center main also spun. That's unfortunate. It is fully apart now. So this is the crux of the problem right here. I mean, I'm sure you can see that. They're supposed to look generally like this guy right here. Smooth, you know? The grooves are okay, that's just general wear. But listen to this, ready? No good. So this episode's a bust. Not really. We got it disassembled. We learned a lot. It's my first engine build. And I think it's at least salvageable. I just, you know, got to put a couple $100 more into it, which is unfortunate, but it's kind of how it goes when you're pulling motors out of the junkyard. And they say, oh yeah, it ran. The tag on this thing, when I got it, it said bad fuel pump, didn't run. Yeah, sure. It was the fuel pump. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching.